The Eyrie is the ancient stronghold of House Arryn, located high on the shoulder of the Giant's Lance, a towering mountain in the Vale of Westeros. It stands several thousand feet above the valley floor, making it almost impregnable due to its altitude and natural defenses. The castle is constructed from fine white stone and consists of 7 slender towers that cluster closely together, designed more for defense than comfort. Despite housing up to 500 men, it is considered the smallest of the great castles due to its vertical layout rather than expansive footprint. One of the Eyrie's unique defensive features is its access. It can only be reached by a treacherous route, beginning with the Bloody Gate, a formidable checkpoint that guards the high road leading up to the castle. This gate acts as a bottleneck, making any assault difficult. Additionally, the castle contains infamous sky cells, which are prison cells with only 3 walls. The 4th is an open drop down the mountain, meaning prisoners cannot escape due to sheer vertical cliffs. Another iconic feature inside the Eyrie is the Moon Door, a hatch built into the floor of one of the towers. This door opens to a sheer drop down into the valley below and is used as a method of execution, where condemned prisoners are thrown through it. Surrounding the castle is the soothing sound of nearby waterfalls called Alyssa's Tears, which contrasts with the harshness of the stronghold's defenses. The Eyrie combines natural geography and architectural ingenuity to be a fortress that nearly no army could conquer. Riverrun serves as the ancestral castle of House Tully, positioned at the intersection of the Tumblestone and Red Fork rivers in the western Riverlands. The stronghold is triangular in layout, with its 2 sides bordered by these rivers and the 3rd side protected by a wide, man-made ditch. In times of siege, this ditch can be filled with water via sluice gates, isolating the entire castle and making it nearly impossible to assault directly. The red sandstone walls rise steeply from the water's edge, offering defenders a strong height advantage and making scaling the outer walls an exceedingly difficult task. Defensively, Riverrun's architecture is designed to maximize protection and resources. The battlements are lined with arrow loops for archers, and the castle's towers command clear views of the surrounding area and opposite shores. The notable wheel tower uses a great water wheel, powered by the Tumblestone River, to supply water and likely mill grain, supporting the castle's sustainability under siege. The Watergate, a wide arched portcullis partially submerged in water, acts both as an access point for boats and a defensive bottleneck. Inside, Riverrun includes a great hall for councils and gatherings, a triangular keep, private audience chambers, a godswood grove with a heart tree, a 7-sided sandstone sept for worship, dungeons, kennels, stables, and a brewhouse. The castle can house a garrison of 200 men, with room for supplies to last 2 years if needed. The efficient layout and control over water access make Riverrun one of the most defensible castles in Westeros, protecting the Tully family and their bannermen during times of war. Storm's End, the seat of House Baratheon, located at Duran's Point on the northern coast of Shipbreaker Bay in the Stormlands of Westeros. This formidable fortress features a massive outer curtain wall reaching 100 feet high and up to 80 feet thick on the seaward side. Its walls are constructed from tightly fitted pale gray stones that make the castle nearly impregnable to both physical and magical attacks, with legends stating that spells are woven into its very stones. Storm's End is distinguishable by its colossal drum tower, shaped like a huge spiked fist, housing the granary, barracks, armory, feast hall, and lord's chambers. The main hall is known as the Round Hall, and the castle includes essential facilities such as maester's chambers and a rookery situated at the top of the tower. Its strategic position atop a high white cliff gives it natural defenses with a 150-foot drop into the sea, and a hidden tunnel accessible only at high tide leads to a cavern beneath the castle. This tunnel is guarded by murder holes and a heavily fortified portcullis. Historically, Storm's End has never fallen to siege or storm. Built by Doran Godsgrief, the first Storm King, it is said to be infused with protective magic and has withstood centuries of powerful storms and attacks, making it one of the most resilient castles in Westeros. Highgarden is the grand castle and seat of House Tyrell, serving as the regional capital of the Reach in Westeros. It is located atop a broad, verdant hill overlooking the Mander River, at a strategic crossroads where the Ocean Road meets the Rose Road. The castle is renowned for its breathtaking beauty, blending seamlessly with the landscape, as if it had grown naturally from the earth. The fortress is surrounded by 3 concentric rings of white stone curtain walls, each higher and thicker than the last. Between the outermost and middle walls lies a famous briar maze, designed both for entertainment and defense. Within the walls, gardens, fountains, courtyards, and cascading waterfalls are abundant. Ivy, grapes, and climbing roses adorn the buildings and statues, making Highgarden as much a palace as a fortress. Architecturally, the castle features a mix of old and newer towers, with the oldest dating back to the Age of Heroes. The castle sept is known for its splendid stained glass windows honoring the Seven and Garth Greenhand. The Godswood contains 3 ancient weirwoods called the Three Singers, standing entwined above a peaceful pool. Highgarden symbolizes the wealth and culture of the Reach, known for its chivalry, lush lands, and a flourishing court under House Tyrell's rule. Pyke is the ancestral castle of House Greyjoy, located on a small rocky island off the western coast of Westeros in the Iron Islands. Unlike traditional castles, Pyke resembles a cliff-diving challenge due to its vertiginous cliffs and precarious walkways. Originally built on a single cliff, centuries of erosion have segmented the castle across 3 separate islets connected by narrow, rickety rope bridges. The castle spans about 50 acres and is enclosed by a curtain wall. Its main structures include the Great Keep with a view of the sea, the Chair Kitchen Keep, and Bloody Keep, each sitting tightly on its own island section. The oldest section, the Sea Tower, is accessible only by 3 shaky rope bridges, underscoring the castle's isolation and logistical challenges. Surrounding the castle is a rocky, windswept landscape, inhospitable to most but perfect for the Ironborn. Livestock are kept on the island, and despite its isolation, Pyke serves as a formidable fortress thanks to its natural defenses and difficult access points, making it a nightmare for attackers to capture. Dragonstone, the ancestral seat of House Targaryen located on an island in Blackwater Bay, overseeing the entrance to the bay near King's Landing. Dragonstone was built by the Valyrians and later colonized by House Targaryen before their conquest of Westeros. The castle is known for its dark and Gothic architecture, heavily inspired by dragon imagery. Its walls and towers are shaped like dragons or decorated with dragon motifs, reflecting its owner's ancient Valyrian heritage. Strategically, Dragonstone controls the sea approach to King's Landing and serves as a formidable naval stronghold due to its volcanic island location, with steep, rocky shores that are difficult for enemies to land on. The castle's thick black stone walls are both defensive and intimidating, incorporating arcane Valyrian masonry and magical elements. Key features include the stone drum, the massive central keep, and the painted table room, which holds a large carved map of Westeros used for war planning. Other notable areas are the Great Hall, shaped like a dragon, the Sea Dragon Tower with Maester Chambers, and Aegon's Garden, a dark garden filled with wild roses and thorny hedges. Dragonstone's location and design make it extremely defensible, with control over sea traffic and natural volcanic defenses. Historically, it has been the seat of Targaryen heirs and later House Baratheon of Dragonstone, playing a critical role in various wars and political struggles. The castle's proximity to King's Landing makes it a key launching point for military campaigns aimed at controlling the capital. Casterly Rock is the ancestral stronghold of House Lannister and the capital of the Westerlands. It is a massive fortress carved out of a colossal stone promontory overlooking the Sunset Sea and the nearby city of Lannisport. The rock itself is approximately 6 miles long and 2 miles wide, with its peak reaching about 2,100 feet, making it taller than both the Wall and the High Tower of Old Town. The fortress is renowned for its natural defenses, including sheer cliffs and sea-carved caverns at its base. The castle's interior contains countless tunnels, dungeons, storerooms, barracks, halls, stables, and gardens. The main entrance, called the Lion's Mouth, is a huge cavern accessible by a grand stairway. Beneath the rock are protected docks and shipyards, allowing the Lannisters control over naval activities. High in the castle lies the Golden Gallery, housing the Lannisters' treasures, and the Hall of Heroes, which honors their fallen warriors with armors and relics. The Stone Garden Godswood features a twisted weirwood tree with roots filling the cave. The castle's extensive gold mines beneath the rock have provided the Lannisters with vast wealth, enabling their powerful influence in Westeros. Casterly Rock represents both unmatched strength and immense wealth, making it one of the most strategically important castles in the realm. Winterfell is located in the north of Westeros and is one of the largest and most formidable castles in the realm. It is built spanning several acres and is fortified by two massive walls made of gray granite. The outer wall stands 80 feet tall, while the inner wall towers to about 100 feet. Between these walls is a wide moat, making direct assaults very difficult. Guard turrets line the outer wall, and over 30 watchtowers sit atop the crenellated inner walls, providing extensive visibility and defensive positions. Winterfell's defenses are not only physical but also practical. The castle includes an extensive underground complex of crypts where Stark ancestors are laid to rest, thus linking the family legacy to the fortress itself. Another significant feature is the sacred Godswood, a grove dedicated to the old gods of Westeros, reflecting the spiritual importance of the site. The castle's design includes a greenhouse, allowing the Starks to cultivate food despite the harsh northern climate, which enhances sustainability during sieges or long winters. Winterfell houses a 200-man garrison and stock supplies sufficient for 2 years, making it well prepared for extended conflicts. Key features inside the castle include the wheel tower, the water gate for access to water supplies, a great hall for gatherings, kennels and stables for animals, dungeons, sept for religious rites, and even a brew house for food and drink preparation. Winterfell symbolically and strategically stands as a bastion of northern strength and resilience, blending massive fortifications, practical living features, and cultural heritage, essential for House Stark's survival and dominance in the region. Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms, located on the northern shore of the God's Eye Lake in the Riverlands. Built by Harren the Black over 40 years, using thousands of captives for labor, it was meant to be the grandest fortress in Westeros. The castle's colossal black stone walls rise like mountain cliffs, and its 5 massive towers, once magnificent, are now bent, cracked, and warped due to dragonfire during Aegon the Conqueror's invasion. These towers, known by names like the Tower of Dread and Kingspire Tower, are said to be haunted by fiery spirits. Despite its size and strength, Harrenhal has a dark history. When Aegon and his dragon Balerion attacked, Harren was burned alive inside Kingspire Tower, and the castle was heavily damaged by dragonfire. Since then, Harrenhal is often seen as cursed, with many of its lords meeting early and tragic ends. Its vast size makes it difficult to maintain or defend effectively, leading to its decline. The castle's atmosphere and history make it a symbol of lost grandeur and ominous power in Westeros, often serving as a backdrop to the dark deeds and political machinations of the Riverlands.